Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone. So today in this class we will talk about another chapter about formation and registration of business in Malaysia. So basically in Malaysia we have a type of business entity. Okay, so it's depend on the type of entity, such as sole proprietorship, partnership, limited company by guarantee, limited company by share, unlimited company. If we see about the limited company by share, we have a private limited, which is a Sendirian Berhad, or public company is Berhad, and foreign owned company. So those who want to do a business in Malaysia, this is their responsibility to ensure that their business have to register. So we go to the introduction. Okay, it is the responsibility to all the business operator who conduct business activity with the objective of making profit to register their business, which is to make sure it is legalized company business activities. Business registration in Malaysia is managed by the Company Commission of Malaysia, which is SSM, Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia, an agency under the Ministry of Domestic Trade, Consumer Affairs, Cooperative and Consumerism. Basically, there are 4 types of business entity that must be registered with the SSM. One is a sole proprietorship. Second is partnership. Third, limited liability partnership. Private limited companies. If you have a partner, then you can choose a partnership or limited liability partnership and private limited companies. So now we talk about the sole proprietorship. Easy to register. Normally, it's most popular form of business entity in Malaysia, owned and funded and managed by one person only. Normally, it is a simple business structure, such as tailor shop, beauty salon, and mini markets. So what is the advantage and disadvantage if you have a sole proprietorship? So the advantage is a small setup cost, only 60 ringgit, and 10 ringgit for documentation. It also is easy to manage and easy to form and dissolve. All profit will go to the owner. Okay. And then lastly, is not subjected to many government rules and regulation, which is financial statement does not require validity by qualified editor and submitted to SSM. So this is the advantage. So what is the disadvantage? A limited source of capital because you're only one person, unlimited business liability, business expansion depends on own capability, owner must pay self-employment tax. The business does not continue if the owner becomes incapacitated, since they are treated as one and the same. And second is partnership. If you want to do a business, you choose a partnership. Okay. A person form a partnership with one or more persons to carry out a business with a view to making profit. So the characteristics of partnership company is from 2 until 20. Okay. For the professional, it's less than 50%. Profit and loss, so you and your partner will share everything. Okay, next is we see the advantage and disadvantages. Okay. So what is the advantage of partnership? Easier to secure financing. Business management and risk and resources can be divided among partners. Idea, talents and skill can be pooled together. Is less regulated by law, where no audited account is required to be submitted to SSM. Any transaction or business affair made in a partnership is private. For the disadvantages is unlimited business liability. Lifespan depend on lifespan of the partner. Misconduct or unethical will happen if no letter of agreement is being made. Difference of idea on business implementation and management can lead to disagreement and dispute. Partner must pay tax in the same way as sole trader. Entity is a private limited company. A business that is registered under the Companies Act in 1965. The concept of the company is based on the several individuals who are entrepreneurs contributing to a bigger capital sourcing to make a business easily manageable and expandable. If you see the characteristic, we have a membership, liability, right and responsibility, and lifespan. Okay, for membership, minimum is 1 member, maximum is 50 member. Malaysian nationality acts as a company director and founder. The member of the company will be appointed as a board of director. Liability limited to the total share contributed, personal asset not affected. Right and responsibility, it can acquire asset under its own name, take and face legal action under its own name. For lifespan, not depend on the death or resignation of a member, dissolve when its member no longer interested. Term and condition. Transfer ownership of member share with the approval of board of director. Management and monetary financing in the company is contributed by and among members based on ownership percentage from the total agreed upon all. Not allowed to offer or sell any share or debenture to the public. Not allowed to offer public to deposit money with stipulated time frame. Use word Sindiran Berhad or SDN Berhad at the end of company names. So this is a private limited company. So what is the advantage and disadvantage? Okay, fund easy to be acquired through the exchange of share ownership or loan from financial institution. All shareholders are legally protected by law. Shareholders are not burdened with management of business. Liability limited to the capital contributed to the company. Lifespan is not depend on the age or resignation of member. Legally, it is a business entity by itself. So if we see the disadvantages, okay, subjected to many rules and regulation, share cannot be traded through market share, must pay corporate tax, qualified auditor must audit yearly financial statistics, financial affair must be transparent to the public, cost to set up the business is high. So this is the advantage. Another entity is a limited liability partnership. Liability partnership is an alternative business vehicle regulated under the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2012, which combine the characteristic of private limited company and conventional partnership. So it has a legal personnel separate from partner, like private limited company. LLP has a perpetual succession and offer benefit of a private limited company without the painful of reporting requirement. So how to form it? Okay, formation of LLP actually need a minimum 2%. Okay, for any lawful business with a view to make a profit in accordance with the term of LLP agreement. Normally, its target group is professional, such as lawyer, accountant, and company secretaries. Okay, small and medium-sized business, joint venture, and venture capital. So this is targeted group. Okay. So what is the advantage and disadvantage for the limited liability partnership? There is no limit on the number of business owner that can be involved in this business. It is an expensive to register company to the private limited companies. Compliance requirements are simpler than a private limited company, where accounts need not be edited but are to be maintained in the business premise only. Disadvantage: due to the tax benefit and tricky working of LLP, some parties do not recognize LLP as a legal business. There are large tax limits on LLP. This tax and come in as an additional tax when registering, as well as creating issue with personal tax filing. Other businesses and many consumer or client do not see LLP as a credible business. Another advantage is any resignation or death of partner do not affect its existence, right, and liabilities. All business risks are spread out among partners. The partner will not be held personally liable for any business debt caused by wrong acts of one partner. So basically, registration procedure, we can see the registration form from the website ssm.com.my or skm.com.my. A startup entrepreneur will need to know where and how to register business entity. Okay. If we see here, there are two places to register. Okay, Companies Commission of Malaysia and Corporate Commission of Malaysia. So you can go to the both of registration place. So another topic what we have to see is when if you want to be an entrepreneur, okay, basically we must have an ethic and we have to be a professional, and we also must have a social responsibility. Okay, an entrepreneur who conduct business ethically, professionally, and in a social responsible manner is an asset to be society and nation. Okay, through this business activity, the entrepreneur create win-win situation, providing benefit to the society by offering product and service that are needed and make a profit for themselves. Okay, so if we say about the ethic here, involve personal belief, value, and good practice, such as being disciplined, honest, responsible, and trustworthy. Okay, human ethical value were derived from many sources such as religions, culture, and law. So another part is professionalism. Okay, means a person is a competent and qualified to do a specific task. Okay, and he undertakes to do the task in the manner that is to be expected from the competent person. Okay, such as acting as a due care, skill, diligence, and complying with law, regulation, and code of practice. Okay, so for example, all professional, for example, the accountants, engineer, lawyer, doctor, and etc., have their own code of practice. Okay, ethic and professional conduct. Under law, this professional body have a board to oversee the manage and take discipline action on a member who fail to comply the common to the legal and technical and ethical requirements stipulated. Okay, so next is about the social responsibility. Okay, when organization or individual practice good ethical principle and acts as a exemplar citizen. Okay, normally we call about the CSR, corporate social responsibility. Okay, is act assuming a certain responsible acts by corporate organization towards the environment, consumer, employees, communities, and their possible external stakeholder. So in the long term, this act enhance the corporate image and organization, and as such enhance its market position and competitiveness. Okay. So, so we have a three element: ethic, professional, and social responsibility. So we care about these three items before we do any business. Okay. I think that's all for topic today. Okay, thank you for watching the video. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.